Welcome to Living Magically. I'm your host, Magical Michelle, and here we are in one of the most profound weeks we're going to see in astrology. I've been talking about this for months. I've known about this week for years, and looking at it, you won't see anything quite like it again in the next 160 years. So know that this week we have 7 planets in Aries and also some outer planets, which I'm not going to talk about because I don't have enough knowledge to do that. But we have a new moon in Aries, which is always a cosmic reset, is always a new beginning. But with it being in the early degrees, everything is 0 to 1 degree of Aries. That's the beginning point, the set point. And we have it in the sun in Aries, the new moon in Aries. That always happens with a new moon, that the sun and the moon are going to be in the same sign. But interestingly enough, Thursday, the day before this big alignment, you're going to see Chiron, the wounded healer, also move into Aries. And Chiron in Aries is all about releasing victimhood, the I am. So you can go into it in a very negative way or a positive way. And I think that's kind of what I want to talk about on this video is this reset could be the best thing that ever happened for you and for the planet. But if you're thinking about all the negative, it won't be. You can either be in the energy of I am a creator of my own reality, or you can be I am the victim of what is happening. So with the stars all aligning, there's nothing more aligned than 7 planets in the same sign. The sun, the moon, we've got Aries now, which can have a positive or a negative effect. Aries in its home sign of Mars could mean that you're more argumentative, or it could mean that you're more in alignment with the actions. So use this not to argue, but to take action. Use this instead of to be a victim, to be a creator. You have 2 choices. You can either be at somebody else, at their drive, and pardon me, I am not feeling well. I had a little tooth problem yesterday, which is why I didn't come on. So if my voice is a little shaky, I just didn't want to miss this video. It's such an important opportunity. And if there's things leaving your life, so I have some things that are exiting my life right now. Let them. Let the things that aren't working leave. Don't try and hold on to anything right now. It is a purge time. This is a dark moon. So up until Friday, we're in the dark moon. That means that the moon is getting smaller in the sky. And on Thursday, it will be almost completely invisible, where we have this Chiron alignment, where Chiron, the wounded healer, comes in to really show you, what do you have to let go of? What is that piece that is not going to work for you anymore? So in this case, victimhood, doubt, fear, anger even. With all this Aries energy, let go of your anger. And it doesn't mean that you're not going to act. Instead, act as the sovereign being. Act on your solution. Act not on a fight, but on the tell me what you're going to do and then do it. This is a doing kind of energy. And we're going to move into Taurus over the weekend. So we're going to be leaving the sun in Aries to be the sun in Taurus, which is about what are you going to do about it? What are you going to build? What are you going to create in the structure of things? So taking aligned action, being more harmonious. How do you find harmony in yourself? And most of you know what your action plan is. You spend all that time shedding in the year of the snake. Now, this is the true ignition point. This is the divine spark. This is where the momentum really hits. This is where the doing takes hold. This is where you get to be. This is where you get to take action. This is where you get to speak your truth, act your truth, know your truth. This is such a pivotal moment. And now I also want to look at the fact that there's all these outer planets. So this means that the world is changing. And one of the things to do is to stay in your lane. Be your own internal explorer. And instead of getting into the fear of what's going on outside of you, take your action beyond the ordinary. I pulled this card today and I just think it's take action beyond your ordinary. Get really clear what is your one thing you can take a stand on, and take that stand. Do that thing. Be that person. This is all about I am that I am. The Aries energy is I am. And so if you even want to get into it deeper, it is I am enough. So if you've been feeling unworthy or not enough, this is the time to remember you are enough. You already are. You are the creator of your own reality, and take that action into your own hands. If you'd like to work with me on learning how to do that, we have a beautiful full moon coming, and that full moon on the 1st of May, and then a blue moon on the 31st of May really got me thinking about the blue ray. So we're going to be doing a series called the Blue Rose, and I'm going to be invoking the energy of the blue ray, the knowledge of using your third eye to connect to your Akashic records, work with your record keepers, your Council of 12. So if you want to do that, we'll be doing that on Thursdays for the following 7 weeks. We start this week. So I'm really excited about this class. It's brand new. I've never taught it before. And so it's going to be really powerful. And this is your week to sign up for that. In the meantime, what can you do? This is a fire energy. So if you were going to do candle magic, this is the week. I actually have a beautiful plan to do first some uncrossing candles. So on the day before the new moon, I will actually do a lot more work on Wednesday and Thursday, which means that on Wednesday, I will start doing uncrossing. I will do a candle for releasing that which is in my way, getting in my own way. So I will release the old. And on Thursday, I will make sure, as I do on every new moon, to sage my house and to clear anything, make my bed fresh, make sure that I am removing, cleansing, and getting rid of everything that's in my own way. And then on Friday morning, when we have this new moon, it's 7 a.m. I'm going to take the day and repeatedly through the day, place into the field my intentions. It's a good day to write it, speak it, light it, because if you want to do fire, you're going to light a candle, you're going to write your wishes into being and actually set it aflame. Maybe even on Wednesday or Thursday, you can use fire to let go of any last residual resistance. But there is a lot of fire energy. And so fire can either be destructive, which is good when you're letting go of an old identity, or it can be ignition. And I really think with the year of the fire horse, and this being a stellium of seven bodies in Aries, that we're going to take this as a start for your work, maybe you're going to change career. Maybe you're going to change houses. Maybe you're going to take a trip. Anything you have been putting off, it is time to do that right now. What is your dream? It is absolutely time to create your dreams into reality. If you have a desire, there's a burning feeling of desire, this is a moment. This is a moment to get super clear and take one tiny little action step toward it. Maybe a huge leap of faith, maybe a huge leap of action, but even if it is just speaking it into being, writing it into being, and sharing that information with the world. It's a great time to launch something. There's no planets in retrograde. So this is going to be a sweet spot because you're going to have this all the way to May 1st as forward motion. It'll be no planets in retrograde, forward motion to the full moon. We don't get this kind of energy. It is the new beginning, a new start, and it is something I'm going to invite you to use your hope button, because I know we've been inundated with social media and the news and what's going on in the world. But I'm going to invite you to look at this as an opportunity. I'm going to ask you to take aligned action. I'm going to invite you to be the version of you. What is that frequency? What are you going to do to cause the effect instead of be at effect? What are you going to choose? And I'm going to invite you to use the I am that I am. So if you're saying you're going to write a book, I am a writer, I am. If you're saying you're going to write a TED Talk, I am a TED Talk writer. I'm a TED Talk speaker, I am. If you're looking for a new home, I am a homeowner. If you're looking for a new relationship, instead of just saying I'm going to date someone or I want a life partner, say I want a husband, I want a wife. So whatever it is that you're doing, say it in the affirming, say it as I am, say it as it's already happened. Create this timeline, because there is a timeline jump. And I hate to say it, but there's going to be a negative timeline simultaneously. We are seeing people that are living in the yuck at the same time as the people who are living in sometimes the best time of their life. So create heaven on earth for yourself. Lift yourself up, lift people up, and use this momentum. Use it for spring cleaning, use it for job hunting, use it for going to a social. If you're looking to find love, don't stay at home this week. Whatever it is you're doing, I invite you to lean all the way in. Happy new moon in Aries. Happy stellium of Aries energy. This is time to heal your wounded healer. This is time to heal the I'm not that yet. It is time to feel worthy, feel enough, and therefore just be the version of you you've meant to be. Now is the time, and the time is now. And if you want to join me the night before this alignment on Thursday, we will be doing our own start of the Blue Rose at Thursday night at 7 o'clock. So I hope you'll join me. I love you, and don't forget to live magically. There's no better week than now to live your dreams.